Hi everyone, welcome back to the I Don't Even Know podcast. I am Em. I hope you are doing well today. I'm finally back to do All American. All American's back fucking finally after 11 months or almost 11 months. I think it'll be 11 months in like 2 weeks or something. I think so. Finally, it's about fucking time. I honestly did not think we were going to see the day. There was a point during the strike that I was like, yeah, I'm just going to come to terms with I'm never getting my babies back. I literally just said that to my best friend one day. I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm just coming to terms with it because I don't know how much longer I can take, waiting for it. Of course, I supported the strike. They had to do what they had to do. They needed to get paid more, and I'm 100% for that. But at the moment, I was so miserable because usually my fall involves All American and shows airing. It's mostly just All American because all the other ones have ended, but it's like that and some other shows. That's what my fall involves. But of course this year it was nothing, and my fall involved literally Bachelor, and that's it. And I missed this. I missed it, even though I said it in my All American season 5 episodes. Season 5 was not my favorite. It had its moments. Don't get me wrong, Jordala, that was the best part about season 5. Oh my gosh. My obsession with them has gone up since season 5 has ended, so I'm going to be best talking about them. But, they gave me them. And so that's why I liked season 5. It's literally because they gave me them. And that's basically it. Other than that, it was fine. And I watched it, of course, because I refuse to give up on a show, and it's because I love the ships and I love some of the characters. But overall, it wasn't great, and I missed how it was before. So I was excited for it to come back, but then I was also nervous because, season 5 had its issues. But, we're here. I'm just happy it's back. I have not been this excited for an All-American episode in a hot minute. I think, actually, okay, that's not true, because I was excited for the finale, only because of the engagement, which I had every right to. That was incredible. But before that, I have not been this excited. I don't know why. I think the last time I've been this excited was for the season 4 premiere, because I got to see Bolivia together, and that was the first time I watched it live. Other than that, I really haven't. This really is the most excited I've been for All American. And it's because 300 and something days without them. I've missed Layla, I've missed Olivia, I missed Jordala, I missed Bolivia. I missed not all of them, to be fair. I missed those guys. And it's just I'm ready to see Jordala in their engaged era, Spencer and Liv. I'm ready. Oh my gosh, I'm just so excited for this season, honestly. Especially after the episode. And we're going to get into that now. But, this episode really gave me season 1 vibes and in season 1 and 2 vibes. I don't know if that was just me. It might have been just because I was so desperate for new things from them. I was just kind of gonna take anything, and I was so excited. But to me, it gave me that kind of vibe. And I think in an interview, someone, I don't remember who said it, but went back to it's kind of season 1 vibes. I hope I'm correct. I might have misheard. Who the hell knows? But I really got season 1 vibes, and I hope somebody else did too. And I think that's what made me like the episode so much, and made me not nostalgic, because it hasn't even been that long. I watched 3 years ago, I think. Not 3 years ago yet. 3 years ago in August, I think is when I watched for the first time. I don't know. But it gave me season 1 vibes, and I think because of that, it's making me even more excited for this season and seeing everything else they do. Of course, I'm worried because I'm scared what they're gonna do, especially because they have not been renewed, and I will get into that later, probably at the end, because I do want to talk about that. But anyways, okay, so because I'm talking about the episode, the first thing I want to talk about to get started is the time jump. I did a episode on my theories for season 6, and I think I said something about a time jump because it was confirmed at that point. even though in the synopsis for episode 1, they said something about junior year, I don't think it registered that it was a 3-year, or not 3 year, oh my gosh, 1 year time jump. I don't think it registered. I don't know why, even though I've read the things about this episode and the upcoming ones in the season, it didn't register. And I'm still so thrown off. Why? Because I started the episode and I was eating my dinner and I literally almost choked on my pasta because it said a year and 3 months later. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, there's no way in hell it's been that long. And also, what I'm a little bitter about, yeah, I get why they did it because of Liv, and I'm happy for her, and I'll get into that. But I'm worried we're not going to get flashbacks to, like, back then, which we need to for the patient storyline and all that. But also because I want to see engaged Jordala, like, at the beginning of it, you know? Like, we're getting it now, but they've been engaged for a year. I wanted to see them at the beginning of their engagement. I don't know why I thought we were going to get that. This is, like, but that whole time, it threw me off. But I'm so happy that they did it, even though, like, it was way bigger than I thought. I wasn't prepared. They needed to do it. I've been kind of hoping they were going to do a time jump for a while. I think season 5, season 5, I was expecting them to do one, kind of. Before we really knew anything, I was expecting one. When they didn't do that, I was worried. Because also, at first, I think when season 6 started, like, being talked about, they never said anything about time jump. So we're like, oh, fuck, so we're not getting one. Because I think, as much as I love seeing the college, like, I really do enjoy seeing that. Because with a lot of shows I watch, we don't see that. They do a time jump to the, like, adult years. So I liked seeing the beginning of their college journey. But I did want a time jump to see them, like, later. And even though it's not like a super big time jump, I mean, it's pretty big, but you know, it's not like 4 years like a lot of shows do. I am happy because we're seeing like these new challenges they have to face, like one of them being Spencer being eligible for the draft, I think in 8 months. I think that's what they said, or he's eligible for the draft now and the draft isn't for 8 months. You have that. I'm pretty sure Jordan is. I'm pretty sure they said that Jordan's eligible for the draft. Because, like, I wanted to see that. I want to see them, like, going, like, getting ready to go to the NFL. That's what I want. And I'm happy that this season, like, so far, even though it's only been the first episode, so we really don't know anything, they're kind of, like, really going back to the roots, which is football. And even though I don't really understand football that much, that's not why I watch the show, what made the show big, and that was the reason for the show. It's about a football player. And last season, like, yeah, of course, they always have football, but for me, it was missing it. And, like, it's just because the main thing was the GAU, like, scandal. And now that they haven't completely moved on, there's still some issues there, but, like, for the most part, because it's been over a year, they've moved on. And so we're seeing them play football again, and we're seeing more of that, and seeing that we're going to see them in the championship for the 100th episode. I saw that on Twitter. Very excited for that. If they lose, I'm done. But, like, we're seeing all that, and it's just, like, this is what I wanted in season 5, and at the end of season 4, because I think actually season 5 was kind of like it wasn't football season, I think, but you know what I mean. Like, I wanted to see this, like, them getting ready for NFL, like, preparing, like, their final years of college, like, being in the media about drafts. I wanted to see that, and I'm so happy they're doing it, even though, obviously, like, from, like, what we saw this episode, it's gonna cause drama, which I'm okay with in ways, because, like, obviously drama, I live for it sometimes, but I'm also a bit nervous, especially with Jordan and Spencer, because, you know, right now, Jordan says, like, he's happy, he doesn't have to deal with, like, what Spencer's dealing with, and it's like, he's playing the game he loves, he's having fun, and, like, he's having a good time, which I'm so beyond happy for him, because he's gone through enough the way it is, and so has Spencer, but, of course, he is kind of jealous of Spencer. And we know, or I think we know from, like, the trailer and, like, stuff people said, he's going to continue to be jealous and even maybe grow even more of Spencer and, like, the attention he's getting. And we kind of saw a bit of that this episode, but we're going to see it grow because, with the draft, they're going to be in the media, especially Spencer. And with that new coach that showed up at the end, Mac, what's his name, Mac? Yeah, Mac. He thinks the star of the team is Jordan, and of course Kenny thinks it's Spencer, which I get there is a star of every team. Like, I do think that's, I do get that, and I know that's a thing, but I think as a coach, you should, like, not just focus on one player and make sure, like, they're the star and, like, the focus is on them. You should do everyone. Okay? And so that's why I'm kind of happy they have another coach, just so, like, Jordan can get some spotlight and he can help Jordan and, like, elevate him. Because, like, of course I'm happy for Spencer, but everyone deserves that chance. And, like, I mean, at the beginning of the episode, when they were interviewing Spencer was like, oh, talk to the quarterback, because, like, I couldn't have done it without him. And then they don't even want to talk to Jordan. Like, that's the quarterback of the team. Like, to be honest, I don't even know what's it called? Position. I don't really remember what position Spencer plays. That might be an issue. Please let me know if you know. But it's like, the quarterback is such a big part of the team, clearly, because I actually know what that is. And they don't even want to talk to him. And I get it, because the quarterback usually is the star of the team. And I'm not saying, like, I want both of them to be the star of the team. Maybe someone else as well. Like, I think they all should, you know? But it's like, I'm worried about their relationship because of that. And, like, last season, at the beginning of the season, there were some issues. They were having some issues. And they were fighting. But then they were fine. And I'm worried about them because I just want them to have their brother relationship because I adore their relationship. And I love the way it's grown so much. But every fucking season, they have issues. And it pisses me off. Like, I get it's drama, but can they let us have a season where Spencer and Jordan are not fighting and not annoyed with each other? Please. Like, I get it. Like, it's football. It's, like, their life. They're trying to get drafted. But it's still, like, oh my gosh. Like, I want them to play the game they love and just, you know, not be jealous of each other and, like, get the same attention. Of course, Spencer is, like, technically a better player than Jordan. I think we've come to know that. But that doesn't mean Jordan deserves, like, any less recognition. Yeah, Spencer will probably always get more recognition than Jordan. But doesn't mean Jordan doesn't deserve any. He's a great player as well, I assume. From what we know. When I watch those scenes of football, you usually don't have an idea because they're not saying anything about what's going on. But, you know, he's a great player. He deserves the recognition too. Just saying. Spencer, yeah, he probably deserves a bit more. But, like, you know, I'm just worried about the season with them. Because, honestly, is it just me? Or this season, we really do not know shit? Because I think last season we knew a bit more. I don't know. I don't think we know that much this season. That might just be me. Because I think last season we knew, like, the big part was Olivia's storyline with the article and, like, Olivia breakup. But this time, all we really know is the stabbing, draft. And that's basically it. Like, I don't know what else is going to happen besides, like, Spencer and Jordan going at it. It's just, like, I want them to be happy. But then, like I said, I'm happy Max showing up because I want somebody, like, to not just a coach to not just focus on Spencer like Kenny is. I want someone to focus on Jordan as well. And not only Jordan, the other his other teammates as well. And I think that's why last season, I don't know if I said this. Actually, I don't think I did, because when I went on my 6-month hiatus because I was mentally unstable, I think Billy was supposed to be the coach at that point. But I don't know if I said it, but I was rooting for Kenny to not be coach I think maybe I didn't say that, but like now I'm realizing that I was rooting for him not to be coach because I wanted everyone to be treated equally. And like, of course, coaches are going to have their favorites, but still, like, don't focus on just one player. I get he's your best player, but you have to help the other team, or not team, help the other people, especially with like, with what happened with GAU. Of course, they're fine now, and I'm pretty sure they played a couple games last season. But like, they couldn't have, I'm pretty sure, okay, I might have misheard, but they couldn't have a whole season because of the scandal. And they're going in, I think, because they had like a year or a little less than a year off. I'm not sure. But like, they're trying to branch away, get away from that scandal. And to do that, you have to be supportive and help everyone on the team. And he's not doing that. It's like, I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm worried about all that. I'm worried about everyone. Literally. Because everyone's gone through so much shit, and it's really not looking promising this season. Like, I thought, like, after losing Billy, we were gonna, like, have characters be happy. Apparently we're not. Spencer, he's fine right now. I mean, but who the hell knows? Because, like, when him and Kenny were talking, he was saying, like, he's worried that, like, when Olivia comes back, that's going to distract him. And he's, like, had one of his best years as a player. He's talking to everyone about it. It's just, like, that's, like, I'm worried that, like, him and Liv, like, being together is going to mess him up. Like, a part of me thinks, like, oh, no, it's going to make him better because he has his girl with him and, like, he's going to be even happier. But then I'm thinking, like, it's going to be a bit stressful for him because he's going to have some drama probably with Liv. Like, of course, do we want that? No. But he's going to have some. And that's going to distract him from playing. And he has to be at his best because of the draft. And then if he, at the end, when Jordan brought up something about the draft, if they get drafted, or him specifically, in 8 months, what the hell's gonna happen with Olivia? And that's what I'm thinking too. I'm just like, oh my gosh, girl just got back, and we're already talking about, like, in 8 months if he gets drafted. Like, can they let me have this one, like, moment before they stress me out about upcoming things? Like, I know we're probably not gonna see it this season unless they do kind of like a mini jump between episodes. But I feel like they will, because we're gonna see the championship, and we haven't even, like, next episode I'm pretty sure is the first game or something. Just, like, I'm just so worried about everyone. I'm worried it's going to stress Spencer out. He's not going to do his best. Not going to get drafted. And I'm worried because with, like, Olivia, her talking to Coop at the end, saying, if it wasn't for Spencer, I wouldn't come back. It just doesn't feel like home anymore. And I'm worried that's going to cause some drama with Spencer, because Spencer's going to be, like, worried about that. And it's just going to cause chaos. I'm just, like, I just want her to be happy. I want everyone to be happy, or almost everyone, because I don't like some of the characters. I just want Liv to be happy and thrive, and that's why I wish they did a full season in London. I wish they all just moved to London just so she could be happy and thrive. Because, like, I'm worried that she's not going to be happy this season. Like, of course she has Spencer, and, like, she's happy she's back with Spencer, and like, of course, happy she's back with her friends, but she's changed, and like she said, she, like, found a new part of herself. She was so happy there, and it's just, like, I'm so beyond happy for her, because she deserves only happiness. I'm happy she found herself, especially with what happened with Billy, and, like, she was in such a dark place. I'm so happy for her. Like, she's growing, she's evolving, like, everything. But just, like, I'm worried, like, her being away from London, it's just gonna upset her, and I think, part of me thinks she will go back eventually. I hope she does, because I want her to be happy, but then I also hope not. I don't know. I think she won't, because of, like, it won't make sense with, like, some of the storylines. Like, you get what I mean. Also, like, that girl, Amanda, is that her name? Who texted her? I think it was Amanda. Maybe Ashley or Amanda. It was one of them. I remember it was one of those. started with an A, like, texted her, was like, oh, like, hey, we miss you, blah, blah, blah. And I think that made her realize even more, it's like, I don't feel at home anymore here. Like, London feels like my home now. That's where I felt my best. And, like, you could tell she was so happy there because the way she came back, girl was glowing. Like, she was thriving in London. I'm kind of mad we didn't get to see it. I hope we get more flashbacks of her in London. I don't know, but I'm worried about her mental health. I'm worried, like, it's like, her being here is gonna, like, bring up some memories of Billy, because at least when she was away, she, like, wasn't, like, around the things that reminded her of him. So, like, all of that, and then, of course, drama with Spencer, and, like, the game, and figuring out what she's gonna do. And then, speaking of mental health, and, like, characters, I'm terrified for Layla. Absolutely terrified. Like, I knew, like, I read some things, and, like, I think I watched an interview Greta did, and I was like, okay, I know, so, like, I knew that she was gonna have issues with her mental health. I knew she was gonna struggle, especially with what happened with Patience. I had a feeling she was gonna blame herself, but it pisses me off, because I just want that poor girl happy. She's been through enough. I mean, they all have. Like, girl, like, she was doing so well last season. She was so happy. And in season 4, she was, like, glowing, and she was, like, starting to get herself back. Season 5, she was in a good relationship, like, happy, thriving, and of course, she still is in a good relationship. But she's, like, this is what happened with Patience. You could tell, like, she lost, like, her, like, kind of her, like, spark or something, because you could tell, like, when, like, she was talking about Patience, and, like, you could tell just how stressed and anxious she was. And just, like, seeing her blame herself for Patience, like, about what happened, like, I knew that was gonna happen, but that broke my heart. Like, I literally wanted to cry. I almost did, because, like, this season is gonna be so rough, because, like, I don't want to see her upset, because, like, since, like, her last, like, season 3, actually, beginning of season 4 was pretty rough for her, but it's, like, since then, like, season 5, she went up my character ranking so quick. She was always my number 2 on the show, but, like, overall character ranking, girl skyrocketed to the top 5. Like, she's up there, and I'm not ready to see her in this much pain with, like, how much my love for her has grown. Like, I cried all the time during season 2, 3, 4 because of her, and even, I think, season 1, but, like, now, it's just, like, it's just gonna break her, and I'm worried about that, because, like, her juggling the club, yeah, it's club, I think it's a club, I mean, her new business, we're gonna call it that, her new business, and, like, even though, like, Patience told her it's not her fault, it's, like, it's not, like, I'm not trying to get away from you, like, you're fine, it's, like, Miko's fault, which, yeah, it's not Layla's fault at all. Like, even though she said that, I think, like, with Miko, it's, like, doorbell footage of her stabbing Patience, like, getting thrown out, and her having a chance at bail, and if she gets out, Patience can be stressed, Layla's gonna blame herself again, and it's just, she's just worried, and she blames it all on herself, and then, like, kind of doesn't let it out. And that's why I was so happy at the end of the episode that she talked to Jordan. I almost said Spencer. She talked to Jordan and, like, opened up, because, like, one thing about Layla, like, we learned, she kind of just doesn't say anything, and she bottles it all up, which, like, I get why she does it, like, I probably would too, but it's, like, now that she's in a healthy relationship, I need her to open up and, like, just talk about it. And I just need her to be happy. My gosh, this poor girl was stressed the whole episode. Like, she was happy for a second, and the Miko thing happened, Patience, like, running off stage, which that I completely understood, and then, like, her being stressed about that. It's like I want her to focus on herself. That's why a part of me wanted Patience to die. I feel like that might have messed her up even more, because, like, they already lost Billy and everything, but I kind of wanted her to die just so Layla would not, like, blame herself for, like, all of Patience, like, trauma. Even though I feel like she would maybe blame herself even more if she died. you know what I mean, like the ongoing trauma, like of all the shit's happening, all the shit that happens, and of course Patience, because we're talking about mental health, talk about her, like here's my thing. Okay, I have my issues with Patience. Do I hate her? Not really. Like, I don't like her as much as I used to, but she's higher than a lot of people on my ranking for characters on the show. And so, like, I'm happy she lived for many reasons, because, like, I like her. I also love Chelsea, and I want her to stay on the show. And just the fact that I don't want anyone else losing someone they care about, because they already lost Billy. They've lost a ton of people. So I'm happy. But it's like, I'm just worried how she's feeling is gonna affect Layla. Like, I know Elliot should be worried about her, and I am. Like, of course I'm worried about Patience, but I'm just worried about Layla too. And just, obviously, like, Patience, like, is gonna have trauma for so long, and she's gonna have to deal with Miko maybe getting out of jail. Like, that's gonna be insane. I really hope that doesn't happen. But then also, I kind of want that too for the drama. I feel like that would be really sick. And, like, she's gonna be stressed about that. She's gonna have to learn how to get, like, back to be able to perform, which, her running off stage, like I said, I completely understand. I knew that was gonna happen. It's like the reason she got stabbed was because she performed, but because she was a performer, she was a musician, she had fans. And thinking about the fans made her think about Miko, who's, like, obsessed with her, and who was, like, her number one fan, and then fucking tried to kill her, because she became obsessed. It was insane. It's like, I don't blame her for running off. Do I wish she performed? I mean, yeah, because that would have made everything easier, but, like, I knew what was going to happen when we heard she was, like, performing. Like, I knew it. I fucking knew it. And then, like, of course, Coop went up, saved the day. I was fine with it because, it's Layla's business. I want her to be happy. I want her to thrive. And I don't want anything bad happening to her new business. Like, I'm so happy for her. I'm so proud of her for, like, opening a business. Like, she is a businesswoman. What can we say? My girl is a businesswoman. And so I was happy Coop stepped up for that reason. But other than that, I was pissed off. Because I used to like Coop. I think I've said this before. I used to like Coop. Do I like her anymore? Not at all. I don't know. She pissed me off. She didn't piss me off that much this episode. I think it was really last season. Season 4, season 3, she really started to piss me off. Season 4, she did a lot more. Then season 5, especially with how she was treating Liv. But now that, like, she's better and she's not, like going off at Liv, I'm somewhat okay with her. But I did not miss her singing storyline. I don't know why. I just didn't. Like, I'm fine with the patient storyline with singing. Because, I don't know why I am. But that one I'm somewhat okay with. But I think the fact that Coop, like, stepped away from music and they might be bringing it back, that maybe, like, kind of pissed me off. Because I'm like, I thought we stepped away from that and we're moving on to Coop being a lawyer. Isn't that what she's trying to do? Maybe? I don't know. But we had, like, that. And it's like, I really hope they don't, like, change it to that. Like, I don't think Coop would be a good lawyer. I honestly really don't think she would. But I think that is a better storyline for, like, her character arc. With, like, everything she's gone through and all the shit she's done, I think becoming a lawyer would be really smart. That might just be me. Who the hell knows? I don't fucking know. I just hope they don't. But, like, her singing brought me back to season 1 and seeing them all, like, kind of vibe. Well, the guys, like, jamming out. That, like, brought back season 1. And so, like, that made me happy. But other than that, not really. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with Coop this season. And it's really throwing me off. Other than the fact that, like, she is in love with still in love with Patience, and, like, it was brought up this episode, because I was wondering, like, going into this episode, if Coop told her, because obviously Coop was when Patience got stabbed, Coop was on her way to the house to tell her that she wanted to be with her, and she was still in love with her, and a part of me was like, okay, did she tell her after she got stabbed? But no, Coop was the one, obviously, that found her bleeding out, about her at the hospital, and Patience ran off to get out of LA to do rehab in New York. And so Coop obviously hasn't had the chance to tell her. And she keeps saying, like, she's not ready, like, it's not a good time, which I do get that. I think Coop should wait. I don't know if I wanted them to get back together. I talked about in my season 6 theory episode, but, like, I don't see them ending up with any other person. So I'm okay with it. But I need them to wait. Because I want Patience to, like, be, like, stronger. Like, not, like, physically, but, like, mentally as well. And, like, no, I don't want them to, like, do that, get into a relationship so soon after what happened. Like, yeah, it's been over a year, but that's so traumatizing, and I think she needs to work on herself and, like, build up everything and, like, really recover, and then they'll be okay. So, to be honest, I'd see it happening at, like, the last episode of the season finale. I think that's when it's gonna happen, because that makes the most sense to me, you know? It's, like, it's not the right time. It's just not the right time. I don't know what else to say. And because we're talking about ships right now, I might as well go on and just talk about the rest of them. So, you know, Jamie and Asher, their whole storyline for this season, I'm really excited to see where it goes. I really liked it this episode because I was really excited to see them as parents. That's why I was so happy when I found out that they were doing a time jump so we could see them as parents. Because, like, Asher, of course, I was not the biggest fan of him. No, not was I the biggest fan of him. I fucking despise that man in season 1. And I did not like him for a while. Season 4, he got a bit better. But last season was when I really, like, started to somewhat like him. Because he's improved so much, and I think Jamie's made him such a good person. And, like, I was so excited to see him be a father and, like, see how he does it. And just see them as parents and, like, parenting together. Especially because they're so young and all that. And I was just so excited to see that. And it was so cute because I really do love Jamie and Asher. They're adorable. Like, I've never liked any of, like, the people Asher's been with in the past. Because obviously, like, it was Layla, it was Liv, and then it was... Who the hell was that girl's name? I don't know. The Montez girl. Like, Coach Montez's daughter. Like, I have not liked any of his relationships. And, of course, like, when they first started and during the prom episode, I was hesitant. But I also did not think Jamie was going to come back. It was just going to be a one-time thing. And then when it started showing up again, like a bit in season 4, I was like, okay, I'm kind of here for this. But season 5, like, episode 2, I think that was it, really, like, made me, like, fall in love with him. Not him. Them and her. Because I really like Jamie. And I'm really pissed off that she is not a series regular. Not only am I pissed off, I'm shocked. When the poster came out and I saw Kenny was a series regular and not Jamie, I was so thrown off because I thought she was going to replace JJ or Billy as, like, a series regular. And Kenny replaced, I'm guessing, one of them. I don't know if anyone else new was added to the poster. Maybe I might have to check. But, you know, like, I'm so upset she's not a series regular. But as long as she's in every episode, I'm perfectly good. Because I love her. I love seeing their relationship. And I cannot wait to see more of, like, them parenting. I think, like, this was a really good start. Like, a parenting, like, her getting her, like, she has a job now, which I'm so happy and proud of her. And, like, her, like, I'm excited to see her juggle that with being a parent. And, like, obviously Asher got promoted to be, like, a different coach. I don't remember what it was, but, like, a higher up coach. And, like, seeing him deal with that. Especially, we did already kind of see that this episode with him bringing AJ to the meeting. And then Coach Montez watching, which was so cute. Oh my gosh, I was smiling so big the whole time. Like, that was adorable. And I'm really excited to see Asher be a dad and, like, just them parenting together and having everyone kind of be there and help them. That's why I think it's so cute and I was so excited. Like, we're seeing everyone kind of like be there for them and help them but like help them with the child, because they're young, they have stuff going on. It's gonna be hard. So I'm excited to see where that goes. I'm excited to see like how their relationship evolves, and just I'm excited to also see like Asher and like his character this season, because we don't really know much, I think, about him besides the fact that we're gonna see him be a dad and all that. But of course his team, I don't know why I cannot think of what his team's name is. Team he coached for. I don't know why I can't think of the name. But like we found out they were the championships. They were the champions. Unless I heard it incorrectly. I might be an idiot, but they got a ring, so that's why I'm almost positive they are. So we got to I'm kind of mad we didn't get to see that. That would have been kind of sick to see him help coach the championship team. But I'm excited to see where that goes. And I think it will also be really cool if they make it to the championship again and play against JU. I think that would be cool to see Asher, like, not again, like, technically on the team against, team against Spencer Jordan. I think that would be really sick. But I'm excited to see where it goes, especially with Montez, because, okay, was Coach Montez recasted? I don't think he, in this episode, because at first I thought he was, but then it looks like the guy. But then I want to know, because for people who don't know, the actor who played Coach Montez sadly passed away in December, and I think that was a little bit after they started filming, so I don't know if he was in this episode and then he's like getting replaced, or they just wrote him out. And so, can somebody let me know if that was, like, recast or that was the guy? Because part of me, it looks like him, kind of. But then it also was throwing me off, and I was confused. Because I just didn't know. So please let me know. Because I think if he's not getting recasted, Asher's going to become, like, head coach. They're going to make him head coach. Even though, like, yeah, he's if he was in college, he would technically be a junior. And I think he's, like, 20, 21... One of those, because I know Spencer's 21st birthday is coming up in this season, which I'm really excited for. But I think if they don't recast him, or like if they did, well, this is what it is. But I think if they don't, Asher's going to become, like, get promoted to head coach or something. I don't know. I just see that happening. But I'm really liking the storyline for Asher with coaching and being a dad. I'm really excited to see how that goes, especially him and Jamie. I just want more of them. And if they get renewed, like I said, I'll get more into that later, but I need Jamie to be promoted to a series regular. I really do, because I just want to see more of her. I really like her. And, like, let her replace JJ, because we got so much screen time at JJ when we didn't need it and want it. And I'm low-key kind of happy he's not on the show anymore, because he pissed me the hell off. And, like, they did bring him up quickly. I don't remember what he said, but, like, at least he's off somewhere. And probably will not return, which I'm perfectly fine with. Like, let's fucking go. Woo! I did not like him. I'm sorry for people who liked JJ, but I liked him at first. Season 1 through 3, he was okay. Season 4, he was decent. Season 5, trash. When he, like, basically slut-shamed Layla, he was out the door. I already, like, kind of disliked him before that, but when that really happened, I was like, okay, fuck you, you're gone. Get the fuck out of here. You know? So, I'm happy he's gone. You know? And he cannot ruin Jordala or Bolivia. I don't think he would ruin them, but you know what I mean. So now, this is the time I've been waiting for, because we're talking about ships. We talked about Patience and Coop. We talked about Jamie and Asher. We're into Jordala and Bolivia now, and this is literally the moment I've been waiting for. Oh my gosh. Like, when I talk about ships in the upcoming episodes for All American, just a warning, it's gonna be rough because of how much my love for these ships have grown. Like, of course, I loved Bolivia so much since, like, the beginning of the show. But, like, last season, when I did episodes for, like, the first half of the season, they weren't together, so I couldn't freak out over them as much. Like, I did in a way, but my love for them since, like they got back together, or, like, since the finale, has grown somehow. And then Jordala has skyrocketed up to my top 5 ships of all time, which I never thought my list of top 5s would change. But here we are. Literally changed time. So, yeah, my rants about the ships in here are gonna be a disaster. Who the hell cares? Okay, Jordala. Start with them and then get into Bolivia. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm so happy they're back. I really am, obviously. Like, those are my angels. Love them more than anything. But I wish we got a little bit more Jordala. I get, like, it's the beginning, and she was stressed, and she was, like, opening her business, which is so exciting, and I can't wait to see more. Even though I'm so shocked that Slauson Cafe is closed, but, you know, it's fine. I wanted more of them, though, and I really hope we get more of them in the next few episodes. We probably will, because, like, what we've heard and what we've, like they've been filming a lot together, obviously, we're gonna get more. I wanted more of them this episode. Like, I get why we didn't, because of everything, but it's just, I'm so deprived of them. It's been so long, and my obsession with them has only grown. Like, literally every day it grows even more, and I'm just so desperate. So that's why I'm gonna be a fucking disaster every Monday. But, you know, all the scenes of them this episode, I adored. I loved how, like, he is so proud of her and proud that she is his fiance. Like, the way he kept calling her that had me sobbing, because I don't think it's completely registered that they are engaged, even though I've watched edits of their proposal like millions of times. It has not registered. It really has not. And so, like, hearing him talk about it and how proud of her he is made me cry, because, like, she's finally with a guy who's proud of her and who's, like, so in love with her. Like, the way he, like, talks about her, and the way, like, when people talk about her and, like, he hears it, he's so cute, and it makes me want to die. Literally makes me want to die. It's so fucking cute. I can't stand it. Like, it's like, the one, like, oh my gosh, I keep saying, like, and I'm sorry. I don't know why I do it. I need to work on it. But the one scene that had me literally almost made me cry, I died, it's literally not okay, was when Liv came back. First of all, that was so cute, the Layla and Liv reunion, my best girls, I miss them. But the way, and, like, of course, Jordan and Liv, like, whole scene of, like, them hugging and him picking her up, that was so cute. But anyways, when he walked in, when Layla and Liv were talking, and he said, "Hey, baby girl," I don't know why, but hearing him say baby girl and calling her baby had me spiraling. It's, like, it's honestly needs to be studied, like, how obsessed I am with them. I don't think it's healthy. I really don't think it is. It's like, hearing that had me sobbing, and I literally rewatched it 5 times before I moved on, because I was like, oh my gosh. And just hearing him talk to, like, Spencer about her was so cute. Not only Spencer, but also Liv. I don't know why I forgot for a second. Liv, hearing him talk to Liv about it, saying, like, I'm marrying the most amazing girl. Like, what the hell? Like, I'm so excited to see, like, them grow and see them engaged, see them planning wedding, even though it's mostly Jordan, which I think is so cute that Jordan's the one, like, really planning the wedding, because, like, she's so busy. She's a businesswoman. She's busy. She has her thing. I think it's so cute. And a part of me thought we were maybe going to get a wedding this season, which we're obviously not. A part of me, okay, I'm going to be honest, I kind of thought that it was going to be season 6, season 6, but the 100th episode. There's something set to, like, oh my gosh. A part of me thought that was going to be the wedding, but the championship makes more sense. So, it's fine. But hearing that it's in 2 years is, like, it makes me sad, because I want it now, but also I think it makes sense because they are young, and I get that they're waiting for, like, Jordan to graduate. And, you know, I think part of me always thought that they were going to have a kind of a long engagement. And that is one reason why they need to get renewed, because I need to see them get married, you know? So, they need to get renewed just for that. It's just, oh my gosh, they're so perfect, and I'm worried about them. Because even though they were great this episode, I am worried just because of Layla and, like, her mental health. And I know Greta said, like, her mental health is going to be, like, a really big thing this season, and she's going to struggle. And so, like, I'm worried about that, and how, I know Jordan's going to be incredible, just like he was when he was checking on her after what happened with Patience, and she was blaming herself. Not Spencer. Oh my gosh, why do I keep saying Spencer? Jordan was incredible. He was so good. He was, like, trying to come around. I was like, no, it's not your fault. He was such a good, like, I almost said boyfriend, fiance. He was incredible. But I am worried about that, just because it's where it's gonna, like, do some things, especially because we haven't had, like, real issues with them yet. They've had arguments, but they haven't had, like, severe ones yet. And I said this again in my season 6 theory thing before we found out that there was a time. Before we, like, actually, like, saw some stuff and, like, knew they were, like, still engaged at the beginning of the season, I did think they were going to do the time jump thing like they did in One Tree Hill, and then they were going to be broken up and we were going to have no idea what happened. We were going to have to figure it out. Of course, I'm grateful that's not going to happen, but a part of me is worried they are going to break up for a bit, or if they don't, they're just going to argue. And it's, like, really concerning, especially with that dumb-ass business partner. I don't know why I'm calling him a dumbass, because we literally know nothing about the guy, but I know it's causing it. I know it's gonna cause some things, especially with Liv calling him young and attractive, which, let's be real, okay, he kind of is, but nothing compared to Jordan. Like, Jordan is fine. Like, no. And, like, I think Liv saying that kind of stressed Jordan out, and I'm worried he's gonna, like, he has feelings for her, he's gonna develop, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, speak English, develop feelings for her, and it's just gonna cause chaos. I'm nervous. And I'm like, the end of the episode, though, with, like, Jordala and Olivia hugging each other, or sleeping together, like, hugging each other. Oh my gosh, that was so fucking cute. Like, my best babies. Oh my gosh. I need more of them. I need them. I said this on Instagram, like, back in October or September. I need a double date. I'm desperate for a double date. I need it. Yeah. And now we're going to move on to Olivia. And I think that's probably going to be the last thing about this episode I talk about. But Olivia, the icons themselves, I'm so happy they're back. I've missed them. I think I missed them more than Jordala, even though, like, I'm obsessed with those motherfuckers. I think I missed them more specifically because they, like, season 5 was filled with angst. Like, literally, they were broken up for the whole season. Then with Jordala, like, we got some good-ass content. That's the reason I actually liked the season. Like, with Olivia, it was full of angst. Like, we didn't get enough of them. And so now having them back and them both single and, like, they're together. And just seeing them, like, how much they've grown is so cute. And, like, I was worried about what it was going to be like with, like, Kenny and Spencer talking at the beginning about it. And, like, Olivia saying how she's changed. And, like, Spencer being kind of worried with everything that happened and worried it's going to, like, affect him playing and everything. Like, that worried me. But when, like, they reunited, it was so perfect. Even though it was a little different, like, it was in the party. Like, when he saw her, it was so cute. I love how he was pissed off about that guy. Or, not guy. Layla's been smarter taking her out. But, like, all that. It's just, like, the one thing that threw me off was that he actually visited her in London. We got a flashback to that. Like, that was insane. I almost dropped, again, I almost choked on my pasta earlier. I almost dropped my pasta, too. Because I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I didn't think about the fact that he probably went to go see her. I thought he hadn't seen her for a year. He did. But I thought, like, he hadn't seen her for, like, the whole time. But I was so excited. Like, the love letters, too. Oh my gosh. But seeing that scene, incredible. I loved it. I cannot wait to rewatch it when I'm done with this. But, like, the way she told him that she was staying in London probably wasn't the best. I feel like there were better ways to do it, but I get why she did it. I get why she stayed. I'm happy she stayed. But his face when he told her, because he came to help her move back. That's what hurt me. And I was like, oh no, like his face is so like freaking. Like the note Liv sent after that, it's like, it's only a year. Like a lot can happen in a year, but like one thing for sure is they love each other. Like they said at the end, the one thing they're for sure about that didn't change is my love for you. They both said it. I cried. Let's be real. Like that was the cutest thing ever. Like, oh my gosh. And like them kind of starting over, be like, because Olivia's changed, not just like from her appearance, like her hair, incredible. I'm so happy they did that. It looks so good. But like, they not only did Olivia change in there, like Spencer did too. He evolved, he grew up, he changed over like the year, just like her. But like the one thing that's for sure is their love for each other, and like that's never gonna change. And I'm just so happy that they kissed too. Oh my gosh, for a second I didn't think they were gonna kiss. But seeing all that, and like seeing like Spencer, like really didn't have anything to worry about. Like now he does with the 8 months, the draft. We have to worry about that. But seeing them together is just like, and how happy he is that she's back. I'm excited. Like Jordala, I am of course terrified because like Liv doesn't feel at home and she's worried like if anything happens to Spencer, she's gonna want to go back and all that. But and like of course the draft, and I'm worried it's gonna affect Spencer's playing. I guess we'll see. But like I'm just so happy they're back, and I cannot wait to see what is next this season, like what it's gonna be, because I really don't know. I'm just excited. I'm manifesting Jordala and Olivia scenes together, and also them being happy and seeing them play with AJ, because I loved the Jordan and Spencer scenes with AJ. I thought that was so cute, and I want to see them with the baby. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about the episode. I'm gonna move on to my theories for not really, maybe this season and also next episode. Here's the thing, I usually talk about the promo at this point for next episode. I did not watch it because I was watching the recording, even though I watched it like when it was airing. I watched the recording instead of the live so I could pause it just in case I like had to go downstairs to bring my dish, because I had to bring my dish down when I finished, and so like I paused it in the middle, and for some reason it cut off early, and so all I got was next Monday, and then it cut out, so I really don't know anything about next week. I did go on Twitter after it, and I did I saw a couple of people talking about there was a Jordala scene in the trailer and a Olivia scene, so I will be going back after this to see that. Of course, obviously, I mean, I need to be fed. I'm 11 months dry, I need to have content. I need to see them. And so, like, I usually talk about, like, what I think from the promo, but I have no idea. So we're just gonna guess what's gonna happen next episode. More football, I guess. A part of me, again, I don't know, but a part of me thinks it's gonna be the first game back, maybe. So I guess we'll see that. If it is, who the hell knows? I want to know more about the new coach, and his thing with Jordan, and, like, see how he, like helps Jordan and gets him, like, going with everything. I want to know more about that Dr. something, I don't know his name, who brought in the new coach. I don't know, I don't really like him, but I want to see more of him and know, like, what the hell he's doing and why he brought another coach. And I get why he did it, but, like, I want to know more. And, like, if his real reason behind it was the fact that, like, Kenny's so focused on Spencer. So I want to know that, and I feel like we kind of will. We're probably going to see Patience, like, recovering, maybe trying to, like, get back into music even more. Layla's, we're going to see her be the businesswoman she is, probably. And also, I think because in the first The trailer had like the first 3 episodes or the first 2 episodes. So I think we're getting the dinner with like Laura, Spencer, Jordan, and Liv. Hopefully Layla's there as well because it's family dinner and she's part of the family. So I think we're getting that. Maybe. I don't know. It's really hard to say what's happening this episode because I don't know what the main storyline is besides like Patience being stabbed and like them coming back and like the football thing. Other than that, like I don't know what Liv's main storyline is this season besides like her coming back from London as like kind of changed and evolved and grown. That I don't know, and I'm kind of desperate to see. I just hope we get more of Jamie next episode. So who the hell knows? And you know, I will end this episode talking about like next if we get about like a potential season 7 because I said I was going to talk about this in the end. I know that of course like CW is like has fallen apart and it's canceled a lot. It's cut down on episodes, which to be honest I'm fine with 13 episodes just because I think that's a good amount. Like I like long seasons, but I think sometimes when a season's too long, they kind of stretch everything out. So I think 13 is a perfect amount. But I am worried they are going to get canceled. Even though All American is like probably the most popular show on the CW. Or like actually not one of them. Is one of them. That's what I meant to say. I think there is a chance. And of course, like a show needs to end eventually. And like, yeah, like, but obviously that is true. But I want at least one more season. Like, I would like a couple more. Not couple. I would like 2. My ideal would be it ends at season 8. So we get, like, so we for sure see Jordan and Layla's wedding. And, like, I get 2. Like, after this season, I get 2 more seasons with my babies. And then they're gone. But I would settle for at least one more season. 8 would be ideal, but I just don't want it to end after the season. Like, of course, I know it's not as good as it was, even though I ate this episode up, and I'm hoping this season is really going to be like this episode. I don't want it to end. Like, I get it's going to have to end eventually, but it's like, I need one more season. And the reason, not only because, like, I don't want to lose my babies, it's because I like when a show gets announced that it's getting renewed and right after they say it's renewed for the final season. So when they're writing the season, they know how to wrap it up. I don't like when they get canceled and then they have to like make up an ending really quickly and it feels rushed and everything. So I need them to get renewed just for that reason, and I don't know if they will. A part of me thinks they will because of how popular it is and it's like the most viewed shows on the CW. But then a part of me is like, it won't. I'm nervous. I need at least one more season. 2 would be ideal. I would like it to end at season 8 so we get Jordan and Layla's wedding and I get like a bit more of them. But ideally, like, it cannot get renewed. I mean, it cannot get canceled. So we're manifesting. I don't know when, because of the strike, I don't know when like CW renewals are going to come out. So I guess we'll have to see. I will literally die if it gets canceled. You know, I can't lose them yet. But yeah, I think that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for listening. Sorry it was a bit of a mess. I mean, I'm always a mess, obviously. But I'm going to be even more of one now because of like how long it's been since we got them. And my obsession with Jordan and Layla and Spencer and Liv has just gone. So I'm going to be a mess every week probably over them. But again, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you guys next week for episode 2.